to manage a rival and a side chick. Now, my question to you, as usual, my friends, intelligent people like you, is to help me out. Because I say knowing how to manage a side chick and a rival as a wife. How to manage a side chick and a rival. That's the issue. So I open it up to you. Anybody who has a definition of who a rival is and who a side chick is, help me out. Because I want to see the first conversation if a side chick and rivals are the same. Should a wife be concerned about these two people? Can a rival really break the marriage of any woman? Who is a rival and who is a side chick? Wherever you are, remember that Bibi, 31st day of this month, October, Park Banquet Hall, Empire Beja. Join me, and let's do it.
I'm in there. Message him. I go Safo. Then I'm going to time 36th October, 6 p.m. sharp. Park Banquet Hall, New York, Bronx 4, Yaba. Yes, Yaba, a CIC, a chat in the chamber with Councilor Lito. Why married? Why still single? Then you know, what from baby Yaba? I'm going over. I want you and to Cameroonian come on, and Pemabron come on, and 31st October, Park Banquet Hall, 4229, Bronx, New York, 6 p.m. sharp. And this can be just $50 and above. Donation from work Councilor Foundation. Nakai say, and in Crown Radio, or Kahom Wami, HITV, or Kahom Wami, ATTV, or one of Swasi, my neighbor, Ginger Honey Chips, A+ shipping. Nakai say, Gigi's Kitchen, so Kahopa. Now, Refinia, Kai Pass, KTA Mobile, or Kayaho. Hey, I see you in Coffee, or Mokaho, or Mokaho, now, Moya. I see that same from Nakai say, oh, the self friend now, 862-215-2007. 31st October, Sunday, 6 p.m. sharp. Extracting the chamber. Why married? Why still single? See ya.
Well, why married? Why still single? See ya. You know, there are many times I see my own advert and I feel like, may I dear pal? I been anything. Like a wine and feeling, mommy. Why? Well, it's been lovely. It's been okay with that. So, you want to help me with that particular definition? Because we've come to a point in our life where people are killing people because of their rival. But don't forget about this show that is coming up. It's happening live. Nowhere but at the Park Banquet Hall. 4229 Bronx, New York. 4229 Bronx, New York. 4229 Bronx, New York. Park Banquet Hall. Those of you who know New York very well, and you know Ike Donko, is Ike's Hall, which is where we're having the show on the 31st day of October. So a rival. Who is a rival in your definition? Can you help me so we can have a good show today? Let's see who a rival is. Wow, I like the write-up. Charlie, the students are in the house now. Atijawaha. Hey, let me go and read Bluffo. When I see people are writing like this, I feel very excited. So school for number. That's what this my class prefect. Bluffo ting ting. is the Google map of our place. Well, Bismarck, tell a friend in the US to join me this 31st. And let's do it together. Because he will be a memorable one. A chat in the chamber with Councillor Lutrot. Thank you very much for being part of my show today. As for your loyalty this time, Charlie, I can see that, Charlie. Since I came to you, I was going to sack you as a class prefect. Our definition, what you have or see, a rival is a person who is competing for the same object or goal as another, or who tries to equal, to outdo another competitor, or one who tries to do another competitor. Okay, I think that's what you're writing. Okay. A person or a thing that is in preeminence, a position to dispute another person's superiority. Yes, okay, I think that's what I'm trying to see where you wrote. Okay, so that's the definition that Bismarck brought to us. That's who a rival is. That a rival is somebody who is somebody or a thing competing with another for the same objective or for superiority in the same field of an activity. So that is who a rival is. So the word rival is what somebody has brought the definition. What is your definition of who a rival is? I always like your local mentality. What is your mind about who a rival is? So he says that you guys always go to New York. What is preventing Ghanaian celebrities from coming south, such as Georgia, Texas, Florida? Nothing is preventing us. The thing is that we want people to prepare before we can come. Because as you are coming to New York, coming to Jersey, people will prepare for you to come. Because you are coming to somebody's land. I am available for you, my sister, my brother, Rubens. You can get in touch with me and let's do a preparation and I will come. Come and do it for you today. Is that right? So you can always call me on 862-571-3950. Once you are in the US, call me on that number on WhatsApp and I'll reach you quickly. 862-215-2 862-571-3950. 862-571-3950. Thank you very much. Okay, so you know I don't read messages because when I start reading messages, then your numbers are dropping. People are leaving to go and sleep. So I've stopped reading your messages. You know I do it. But I'm talking about how to manage a rival and a side chick. Now, my first question is, who is a rival and who is a side chick? Is there any difference between a rival and a side chick? A side chick is a side chick is a mistress. Now, so it says a side chick is a mistress or a woman one dates in addition to wife, usually in secret. So these two definitions are solid. So what's the difference between a rival and a side chick? What's the difference? Is there any difference? Because people easily get very offended and give titles to people when they don't even deserve to be given a title. So somebody is saying that what is the difference between a rival and a side chick? So mikra, why no okra? How does one get a rival? But in the natural English definition, anybody competing with you on the same thing, for the same thing, has the same quality with you, is in rivalry with you. So there are lyrical dexterity rivalry. There is a professional rivalry. Even in a football camp, if you have more than 3 goalkeepers, they compete, so they rival. So when it comes to somebody being your rival, you should understand who a rival is. And that's why we're saying that the word rival commonly refers to people or group of persons that tries to defeat or try to defeat each other, making sure that I am on top. So the crab mentality, you will not go out. So they want to be on the same equal space. So when a man is going out with a lady behind the wife, in secret, makes you a side chick. And when a man is married to 2 women, then there can be rivalry. So my question is there a difference between a side chick and a rival? So as to give a wife the right, the audacity, the privilege to be able to manage them. Because in life, for you to be able to manage situations, you first have to learn how to understand the condition. If you understand the condition, then managing becomes very easy. Because if you don't know what it is, I read a book that said that science, 107 signs showing that your partner is cheating. And I said there is nothing like that. 5 ways to stop cheating. 3 ways to catch a side chick. 4 ways to know your husband has a side chick. Today I read something that said how to know you are a side chick. So I will share with you some pointers that makes you a side chick. But remember the type of women in the life of man. Every man was created for a woman. But every man has opportunity to have more women in his life, depending on the type of man you are and who you have become. So I said your mother is a woman. If you have siblings who are female, then you have a sister, she's a woman. If you have cousins who are female, it means that it becomes a woman. If you have aunties, that's a woman in your life. When we come into your personalization, if you are able to befriend the opposite sex in platonism, then you have a girlfriend. She is a woman in your life. If you have a girlfriend who goes beyond just a friend, but you indulge in sexual intercourse, then she becomes your sex mate. She is also a type of woman in the life of a man. If you also find yourself with a lady who you are not just having sex, but you have produced a child with, like Vanessa and Funny Face, then you are a woman who is a baby mama in the life of a man. When you see yourself going out with a man who is married and has a wife, traditionally or legally accepted, and you are also having a secret relationship with the man, you are not a girlfriend. You are a side chick. And the other woman in the life of a man is called a wife. She is not in secret. She is a legal married person to a man, either by tradition or by legality. The other woman in the life of a man, as a result of marriage, is a mother-in-law, is a sister-in-law. So this is how women come into the life of men. Each of the women in the life of a man has a role they play. So today I'm discussing the woman called a wife. And I'm discussing the woman called a side chick. And I'm discussing the woman called a rival. So who is a rival? Can a man have a rival in marriage? So in the first place, I ask, what is the difference between a side chick and a rival? Is there a difference or they are the same? We've got the definition of who a rival is. But in the same vein, we've also got a definition of who a side chick is. That she's a mistress. And I say, when you see the word mistress, it means that they are the type of people who causes men to miss their stress. Because they are the women that you have a relationship with, and they are supposed not to give you stress, but to cause you to miss your stress. So that which will bring you stress is taken away by a mistress. So that's a mistress. You miss your stress. So those are side chicks. So the definition is that he's a mistress and will cause you to miss your stress. And we are saying that how can a wife manage a side chick and manage a rival? Are rivals and side chick the same? That's the thing we want to know today. Are they the same? Do we have difference between rivals and side chicks? A rival is often known by all, but a side chick is a top secret. That is somebody's write-up coming right now. Millwood, thank you very much, Millwood. We have to come to Florida, Georgia as well. He says the difference between the two is that a side chick is somebody on a top secret relationship, but a rival is a known person in the relationship. So by this definition, a rival and a side chick, per what Willwood has written, they are not the same. I don't know what you to your mind is. Because wives are fighting, and it is difficult for you to even find side chicks fighting each other. Because a side chick, I don't think a side chick should have a rival. But a side chicks are rivals now. And they fight rivals. Rival is married while side chicks are not married. That's what Bismarck is saying. So a rival is somebody who also has equal legitimacy in the marriage. Just that you might be the first and they might be the second. That's what Bismarck is explaining. But side chicks are people who are kept in secret and they are supposed to be hidden. This statement, you've not seen side chicks who want to be known. Side chicks who want to show their level during your father's funeral. Side chicks who want to be made known. Side chicks who are tired of being hidden. What can come. I mean, even having being a side chick and being a rival and being a baby mama, they are not even the same. Oh yes, the position of a baby mama and the position of a side chick are not the same. Because you are a side chick because you are being hidden. So a side chick is not known. But immediately you become a baby mama, you are known. So you are not a top secret anymore. So it is not the same to be a baby mama as compared to a side chick. But each of them, the wife has the power of introduction because she cannot be in secret. But a baby mama is introduced by the child and cannot be legally accepted as compared to a wife. Traditionally, if a man goes through the customary method of marriage, it is easy for a baby mama to be introduced. So I'm saying that these days, I would say these days, side chicks are not hiding anymore. Risky says side chicks are not hiding anymore. Why are they not hiding anymore? They want to be felt. Now, side chicks want to behave like wives. They want you to come and do photo shoot with them even on their birthday. When you align with them on bed, they want to do a selfie and take and use it. They want to post your picture. When you go to somewhere with them, they want to make everybody know that I was here with this man. They send secret pictures to people, hide it for me. But if you are a side chick, remember that you are supposed to be hidden. So don't advertise yourself. So your relationship is no. Under no circumstance should you come out and make it open. So we are saying that when we say there's a rival, and there's a side chick, and there's a wife, it means that in the life of a man, there are 3 women. And out of these 3 women, the question is that how can a wife manage herself? Because she has the thumbs up. The rest have thumbs down. However, like the definition came, a rival is another woman who also has a right in the marriage. So the difference between a side chick and a rival is that a rival is known by virtue of marriage. A baby mama is not a rival. A side chick is not a rival. Because they are not competing with you to take what you have. When people are competing with you, they are able to do it because they have rights, equal right to compete with you. I made a statement from the beginning that people don't fight those who are higher than them or equal to them, but they fight those they are afraid of. So wives are fighting side chicks. Wives are fighting side chicks because they are afraid, not because they are equal with them. But how do you manage a side chick and a rival? The first thing you have to do as a wife is to understand who a rival is and understand who a side chick is. If you have a view of a side chick who finally ends up to become not just a side chick anymore, but has become a baby mama by virtue of producing a child for your husband, how do you manage that one too as well? Because until the person, you see, the challenge is you are looking at a baby mama as your competitor. If you are originally married or legally married, if you are legally married, if there's a legality of your marriage, like one man, one wife under the union, under the civil union, and not under the customary, because rivals are produced as a result of traditional marriage. Because rivals come because of polygamy. So where you are being practiced, or where you are practicing polygamy, then you have a rival. But if you are single married under the wedlock, especially with the Cap 127, where the law says man cannot marry more than one man, one wife. So if you want to change your wife, divorce is available for you, that you can have a rival. So my husband is married to me in the US. I am a US wife. And he has a Ghanaian wife. That is not rivalry. Because the one in Ghana and the one in America, they are not of the same standard. Once your husband marries you under the laws of America, under the laws of Ghana, not traditionally, but you in terms of legal civil union, you can have a rival. Because immediately your husband goes for a rival, he has committed bigamy, which is breaking the originality of the law. And you can take him to court. and divorce can be handed over to him, and they will deal with alimony clearly. So your husband can marry if he is under the civil law. So you can't have a rival if you are Mrs. under the law of civil union, Mrs. Kobe. You get it? So look at how your heart is beating. Look at how you are fighting. You are fighting a young girl. You are fighting a young woman somewhere. Your BP is not stable. Your heart is beating and you are dying foolishly. You are misbehaving and you are losing your man because you are behaving like there is a rival in your life. Who is that rival? That girl your husband is going out with, who doesn't have the same equal right with you, especially when you are married under the civil law, not even the polygamous relationship, not where you are married under traditional law. So we will believe that under the traditional law, you are married. So in that marriage, we will see that other woman as no other person than your rival. So in polygamous relationship, your marriage can be a rivalry because you have equal right. First wife, second wife. So that is how it is. So where your marriage is not under traditional, where you are not practicing the traditional forms of marriage, then you can never come up one day and come and say you have a rival. Come and tell her my rival has done this. But where you are practicing polygamy, my friend, we will listen to you because you have a rival. How can you call your house help your rival? How can you call your sister your rival? How can you call that young girl going out with your husband your rival? Are you serious? Don't you know what you are carrying? Is somebody there? Why are you worried as a wife? My dear, the way you are behaving, I think that your behavior is as a result of what you have brought up. And if you are able to understand what you have brought up, what you are feeling, and what you have felt, which is the reason why you are misbehaving, be careful. Because you see, your marriage is so secure that nobody can walk in to destroy it. But your behavior can rather destroy your marriage. So my question is there a difference between them? Yes. And because there are difference between the two of them, if you want to manage the two of them, you first have to understand who you are. What is your position? What type of wife am I? What type of marriage am I practicing? Some of you have not even been married, but you have rivalry in your system. Yanwale and plan ne working. E ba ne wawo. Abrante ne kon wo pa. Odo. Fiti da be man be do wo no. Ti se wuntime mondo obi abi o. Ye tro ne he. Wa ye wo ho ade wo fie. On fan court. Na so wetu ani si no so say. Oba bia am baby o. What is that mentality? Why do we think that polygamy is the biggest sin? Who says that? I will come and treat polygamy because this topic must be well explained. But I'm saying how to manage a side chick and a rival. The first thing is to know which type of wife am I? If you are the type of wife that your marriage can produce a rival, then you want to understand that a side chick and a rival are not the same. When you look for a side chick as a wife, you are a very stupid woman. Because why do you go and look for a top secret? A side chick doesn't have the right to be introduced to you at all. So why do you look for a side chick? Why do you force to know who is going out with my husband? So what will it add to your marriage? Can a side chick break your marriage? What would they do to break your marriage? Tell me, what at all are they doing? They are causing your husband to miss his stress. Your husband travels and he travels with them. He travels and he goes with a side chick. Are you sure you can leave the children and follow your husband? Are you sure you can leave what you are doing and go with your husband? The trip your husband is going, like I'm sitting here now, I'm traveling, I should travel with my wife and leave the children with who? I mean, what Medical and Fela McCarthy are doing now, for now they can do it. It will get to a stand that they cannot do it again. If really Fela McCarthy want to really take off the home, then this trip will not work. Because it means that when we travel together, I can't stay long to do other things as a man. Because you are with me as a wife. And why are you with me? Is it because you want to be careful that no other woman comes to me? Or you are just here to help me as a co-worker? Well, Fela McCarthy went to the States to go and dance. So she traveled to UK as a dancer, or as the manager, or as something, or a co-singer of Medical. So they work together. There are a lot of people, couples, I see them moving together. Before I got married, some time ago, when I'm going out on TV shows and radio shows, my wife has the right to go with me. But immediately we started having these homes together. When we got married, she was not able to do it anymore. So she realized that that's not her office. So those who are able to do it, she should allow them to do it. And I don't do men aids. Because when you do men aids, you have too many troubles. I have an aide who is a female. And I have the level of belief I have in her. I can close my eyes. And when she say open your mouth, I'll open my mouth. Because she knows very well that when I die at any event with her, she kills me. Or she killed me, rather. So I have an aide. Like the way the kings will have the eunuchs to serve them. When you go to serve a king, when you bring the meal, you eat all the meal on the table, sit down beyond 15 minutes, drink water well, before the king will eat the food. The reason is that if anybody must die, you should die because the death of the king. This is how we are treated as mini kings in our lives. And when you want to be a queen, make a king for yourself. What I'm saying here is that if you begin to find yourself as a wife and you want to be used at every point in the life of your husband, you will lose the marriage. Is somebody here with me? Our time is up and I'll wrap up soon. But the reason why I'm bringing all this to your even if I have 10 children, I want to see that. Okay, if I have 10 children, I wanted to read that one. Okay, even if I have 10 children, I will hire a nanny and go with you. Now you have no problem. If they advertise you as my wife everywhere I go, what do you gain? You lose respect. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you, you lose respect. Because you see, if you think that following your husband everywhere is what will cause him to be faithful, you've lied to yourself. Faithfulness is an individual decision. Your presence should not cause me to be faithful. Your absence should not cause me to be faithful. I should make a decision to be faithful. Because the faithfulness is for me. The working out of a marriage to become a successful marriage is not when two people have decided, but it's when one person decides to make it work, it will work. It takes two to tango. It's for a program. But it doesn't take two to tango when it comes to marriage issues. It depends on one person for marriage to work. But there are too many of us as wives who are using the spirit of rivalry whilst we are married under the civil law to kill our own marriage. How do you manage issues like that? There are women who go to fight other people who are not part of their marriage. They fight side chicks. A woman went to have a serious fight with a side chick. We all heard it. It was, what's the name of the girl? Vicky Zuga. Vicky Zuga had a fight of her life, or was beaten on campus by the wife of the man he was going out with. If you remember that story. And the incident happened that the woman cursed and blah, blah, blah. And one pastor took her to a place and I was against it. Because I was asking, why will you go and beg a woman who came to disgrace herself? What was the locus of Vicky Suga? And the man of God said that because a man wants to come and marry Vicky Suga, so that thing is a curse of Vicky Suga. And ever since he was broken, we've not seen Vicky Suga get married. Because what they did, if my wife goes to beat any side chick, if I am able to get one, she goes to beat one. I don't think she can come and report to me. If they arrest her, I will not go and take her from jail. I won't follow her. Because in the first place, I feel disgrace when my wife, who is legitimately married, is fighting people who have no legitimacy in my marriage. What is your problem? So if you have a rival, it means that you are practicing a particular type of marriage, which welcomes rivalry. That's all. And that is the polygamous marriage. So why are people who are under the civil marriage fighting that they have rivals? The law is giving you permission that immediately your husband gets another woman and you have a proof. It is called bigamy. Walk out of the marriage and be free. Divorce is permissible. Fight is not permissible. Fighting is disgracing yourself. Why will you disgrace yourself? What is it? So first thing to do to manage a rival and a side chick is to know the type of marriage you are in, your position in the marriage. Immediately you know you are Mrs. Lutrot, married under the civil law. Then you understand whether you have a rival or you don't have. That is our problem now. We are fighting and chasing the wind. We are fighting and chasing wind. We are disgracing ourselves because we think somebody is collecting a husband from us. Can you look at your face? Can you keep a husband? What can you do to keep a husband? What? No, what? You are losing yourself because you are thinking there's somebody else taking your husband. Your husband is the one who can allow himself to be taken. You cannot do anything. So why are you fighting your rival who is not actually a rival? My sister, be careful. Because most men are tired of this attitude of wives who have been given the best position in life, but still want to prove themselves everywhere introduced as wives. Why do you come out and say, I'm Mrs. Lutrot? Let people tag you as Mrs. Lutrot, even if it's yes or no. But where you forced to introduce yourself in a crowd, it means you are not really qualified as Mrs. Lutrot. I work with people and everybody will ask, are you Mrs. Lutrot? And I go like, are you normal? Why do you ask every woman I work with, are you Mrs. Lutrot? I can't work with anybody who is not Mrs. Lutrot. Why? Be careful you don't die before your time. Don't be tired because of the roof rats around your husband. Don't become an animal because of the people around your husband. If you have 10 children and you want to get a nanny to follow me around now, what will you get? Won't you get tired? Are you the one going to teach? Are you the one going to preach? When you follow me around, do you enjoy it? What is it? Even under the law, we are still individuals in a marriage. Let's learn how to manage ourselves as wives so that we don't lose that ingredient called wives. Well, today you've learned it. Check from today. Do you have a rival? Do you have a rival? Is there a side chick in the life of your husband? How will you know? Because a side chick is a top secret. Are you digging to know who a side chick is? My sister, be careful because you are a wife. Check the type of wife you are and see if a rival can be produced within your marriage circle. I am done for today. I might continue tomorrow. But the first thing you shouldn't forget is that the way you can manage a side chick and a rival in a marriage as a wife is to check your position as a wife. Which type of wife am I? From there, you can make it to the other side. Whether you have a rival or not, whether there's a side chick or not, is even important for you to know. There are some that automatically you will know. Baby mamas are different from rivals and from side chicks. None of them can break your marriage. No side chick can break your marriage. No baby mama can break your marriage. The only person to end your marriage is you, madam. Work out your marriage with fear and personal decision, not with attacks on innocent people. Don't disgrace yourself because you want to become Mrs. If you have been made Mrs. and you don't enjoy where you are, throw in the towel and leave. Don't disgrace yourself. Do you even have a rival at all? Begin to investigate. And if you have one, and you want to start